Hello and welcome to another Divinity Original Sin video. This is a beginner friendly to how to build a ranger from character creation screen inside of a magical party. We're going to be going over character creation screen, the build presets, gear, attributes, what you should be focusing on, school skills, how to build, and then we're going to go over the talent that you will begin in character creation screen with, and also races too. So there's a good number of races you can pick from to make for a good ranger in this game. Seville is a particular favorite of many, I think, and for good reason. The flesh sacrifice skill works particularly well with the elemental arrowheads. This creates a surface, increases your damage, and then obviously you have a surface to tip your arrows. For me, I kind of like Sibyl in this role because I would play my ranger as a glass cannon user, so the very rare occasion the enemies do use shackles of pain, break for shackles comes in handy. Humans also make for good archers, Lysa and Ifan, primarily because of the ingenious talent, which gives you 5% crit chance and 10% critical multiplier. And the same can be said for Thane. He also has the ingenious talent, but he also comes with time warp, which is undoubtedly the best special in the game. And Play Dead could potentially save you a memory slot because it works in a way to drop complete aggro and threat pretty much the same way Chameleon Cloak does. So for this video we are just going to go as, let's go as Sibyl. So you can see here there's a build preset. This has an impact on a couple of things. One being, you can see Sibyl is wielding a crossbow currently. Now if we were to change her build preset, she would be holding a bow. Crossbows are stronger than bows. This weapon that they are holding will be inside of the chest on the Merryweather from the get-go. The build preset also has an impact on the characters that you recruit. If you were to recruit a Wayfarer character, they will come along with these spells, so just bear that in mind when it comes to picking up your new party members. You can change and alter the preset here and it won't affect this, so don't worry. When it comes to building a ranger inside of a magical party, you will still build it typically the same way as a physical. Finesse is going to increase your damage with crossbows. For the most part, you're going to be completely ignoring strength and intelligence. Constitution is something that you won't be putting points into. Memory, as a ranger, you won't really be needing too much of this, or if any at all. But if you do desire some particular skills, then feel free to sprinkle a few points into this. However, you want to keep your memory at a minimum so you can increase your finesse more, meaning more damage. Wits is going to be your secondary dump stat, so once you've maxed finesse, you're going to be maxing your wits to increase your critical chance. In terms of your school abilities, from character creation screen, we are going to be looking at taking Huntsman and Scoundrel. Civil abilities, you can choose whatever you like. Now, during the game, when it comes to building your ranger itself, I often hear the question of how do I, or which way should I build my ranger to build more damage? And the answer in truth is, it's not so straightforward, or not as straightforward as you think, but to keep things particularly simple, you would put the odd points here and there to meet requirements for skills and spells. But in terms of dumping points into a particular stat for extra damage, Warfare is always going to be your first go-to. Once you've maxed your Warfare, you should look at putting points into Huntsman. Now you might look and see range says plus 5% damage and 1% critical. Warfare physical attacks deal 5% more damage. Why would I not take ranged? Well, the difference between Warfare and range is that the range is additive. Warfare is multiplicative. Multiplying leads to more damage than adding. Now, one slightly advanced thing is that, particularly early game, if you were to level your Huntsman alongside your Warfare, it would lead to more damage on your non-criticals. However, when you do crit, going maximum Warfare and minimum Huntsman would lead to more critical damage. But seeing that Warfare applies to damage no matter what height you are, and the damage is negligible whilst leveling them both together, I personally would just always level Warfare first, and that keeps it pretty simple for new players too. In terms of gear, you're going to come across a lot of gear during this game. The gear pieces that you should be looking for are Finesse, Warfare, Huntsman, Scoundrel, Wits, Ranged. That wasn't in any particular order, but those are just generally the stats you're going to be looking for to increase your damage. In terms of skills from the very beginning of the game, I would recommend the following: Elemental Arrowheads, Adrenaline, Chloroform. This gives you a damage from surfaces once you tip your arrows, an additional 2 AP, and a very solid crowd control. For me personally, I like the glass cannon on my ranges, so I would always take this from the very beginning. It gives you a total of 6 AP, but I suppose I would only recommend this if you have a grasp of the game. As long as you're using this correctly, the downside of it rarely plays a part, or you could work around it. So that concludes the basic Ranger build guide inside of a magical party. Hope that you enjoyed the video and learned maybe a thing or two. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.